Fare thee well, oh my honey, fare thee well. That was Dink's Blues. That was a song. And I just, I sang it all over Greenwich Village. I sang it in my act. I sang it outside my act and everything. Then one night, I'm standing on 6th Avenue, and here comes a motor scooter, and it was not a warm night. And here is Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach. Now, you don't know his name unless you remember the old Chabad telethons with John Voight dancing. He was one of those dancing guys on the telethon, but he played great guitar and he sang, and he was vigorously into the folk music scene. And of course, here it is a cold night, and he goes, Art, get on! You gotta see this! So I jump on, and we go all the way up to 58th Street, his beard flying, I'm hanging onto a guitar in one hand, and just, too stupid or young to fear for my life, because I figured, heck, nothing can happen, right? And there's a club called the Black Pearl, and we walk in, and the place is bone empty, except for way at the end, there's a riser with a gray rug, and there's a piano, and there's a gal playing the piano, a real skinny little black woman. And he introduces me, and she says, what do you do? I said, well, I sing folk songs. She says, well, I used to sing folk songs. He said, they have me up here. I want to sing too, but they only want me to be a piano player. And she played the piano, and so she sang a couple of songs. She said, what folk songs do you know? I said, well, my favorite one is Dink's Blues. And here's this woman. She looks at me, she says, Dink's Blues? My God, that's my favorite song. Well, I took out my guitar, and she played the most incredible piano and sang Dink's Blues. And we sang Dink's Blues together for 3 hours. And she told me that she was going to head back to Philly the next day because she just wasn't getting anywhere in New York. And that's how I met Nina Simone. So anyway, from the sublime to the ridiculous, I was on the road with Paul and somehow or other saw a sign that said Hennepin County Dog Pound. So I stopped. And I walked in and walked out with this beautiful little German Shepherd. And Paul says, wow, what are you going to name it? And I said, Dink. And that was Dink. Dink stayed with me all through the years. She traveled with the New Christy Minstrels. She traveled on planes. She was ubiquitous in the folk music world. So I wrote a song about Dink. Well, I'm writing this song for you, Dink. It's the best that I can do, Dink. Every word that comes to me, writing just for you. Not my sister, not my brother, my father or my mother, a friend or any other. This song is just for you. I met you at the Pound Pup, a Minnesota lost and found pup. Covered lots of ground so long ago. Yes, I sprung you from the clink, Dink. Cost me $13, I think, Dink. Say what you will, say what you may. Lucky number was you that day. I was in New York in '61, sitting on a stage with Miss Simone, the only two in the joint that night. We sang her favorite song about a gal named Dink down Texas way. Cried all night, slaved all day. Dink lived deep in Nina's soul. We sang her song all night. So I saved that name, held it tight, till I knew the time was right. When I looked into your eyes, I knew that name belonged to you. Yes, I saved you from the clink, Dink. $13, I think, Dink. Say what you will, say what you may. Lucky number was you that day. Remember the night I was banging on a pail, singing loud, you were wagging your tail, howling canine harmony. What a pitiful sight we were. Oh, the cops showed up just a matter of time and pointed us to the Amarillo line. Sing all you like, even croak like a frog, but please save us from that dog. By the time we crossed 4 county lines, we must have seen 100 signs. You're welcome here, but not your pet. So we just kept driving on. Yes, I saved you from the clink. It cost me $13, I think, Dink. Say what you will, say what you may. Lucky 13 was you that day. We were standing in the lobby at the Holiday Inn. Elevator door opened, you walked in. I waited there, never a doubt. 10 minutes later, you walked out. And the time you jumped out the back of the car for 3 whole days, didn't know where you were. Then Dickie called from the troubadour, "Hey Artie, your dog just walked in the door." I'd take you where I'd go, girl, even backstage to the show, girl. We slept in dressing rooms and cars, on blankets beneath the stars. Yes, I saved you from the clink. It cost me $13, I think, Dink. Say what you will, say what you may. Lucky number was you that day. When my head was twisted round, friend, you never made a sound, friend. Just one look into your eyes, all my answers came with ease. So I'm writing this for you, Dink, the best that I can do, Dink. Every word that comes, Dink, I'm writing just for you. You've been gone for 30 years. Each day moves on and disappears, but memories linger in my mind of that happy, happy time. When I saved you from the clink, it cost me $13, I think, Dink. Say what you will, say what you may. Lucky number was you that day. Here come Dinker Dog, running like the wind, running through my mind like a long lost friend.